All right, friends. Sorry, I think I forgot to mute my phone. So it is, for me, it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday. I almost forgot what day it was. And I want to thank you first for hopping on, for taking the time out of your day to listen to what I wanted to share with you. I will be reading a lot from my notes because, as we always say, be the best copycat, right? The best copycat wins. And that is what I'm sharing with you. This weekend was huge. It was huge for me personally. It was huge for me spiritually. It was huge for me as a mother, as a wife, as a friend, as a businesswoman, as an encourager, as a helper, as a leader, as a doer. You're getting my point, right? It helped me in so many different avenues and areas of my life that I had to come back and I had to pour it into you guys. So it was something that I paid for. They are actually it's like the third year for it. It's called the Business Boutique Academy. And it was amazing. It was probably the most amazing event I've been to. And I go to quite a lot. I do a lot of personal development. So those are a few things that I just kind of wanted to share with you, because I want you to know kind of where I'm coming from, where my heart's coming from, and why I want to pour this into you. As you know, I've been doing Thrive for over 4 years now. And my biggest thing has always been the system. I need a system. If I have a system, I can follow a system. And I just haven't been able to truly find that and really take a grip with it. So what I am feeling and what I have found with this, and again, I am still digesting all of this information from these 3 days of conference. So the first thing I want you to do, if you do not have a journal, I don't want you to do it on a scrap piece of paper. I don't want you to do it on a piece of paper. And if you're starting this and you're like, I don't have anything, spiral notebook. And what I mean, it doesn't matter. A lot of us have cute little journals. I want you to grab a journal because of the fact that knowledge is power. And the more that you can fill these journals up, the more powerful you're going to be, the more encouraged you're going to be. Those hard days are going to come. Those frustrating days are going to come. And you can pull out these journals and you can find things that are going to be beneficial and that are going to lift you up. This was a Christian-based women's business conference. Were there men there? Absolutely. Were there people there that probably were not godly Christian people? I'm sure there were, and that's okay. So if you're watching this, I don't want you to feel offended if I speak of the Holy Spirit or if I share a scripture with you. Don't allow that to detract you from what I'm trying to say or what I'm trying to share. But for me personally, it hit home whenever they spoke scripture into what they were leading with and what they were guiding with. So one of the things that I want you to go ahead, since you've got your pen, you've got your paper, you got your journal, you're ready to go. One of the things that I want you to write down is, what do you want? 4 little words. What do you want? What do you want from this call today? What do you want from this Zoom that you're watching right now? What do you want from, our month of October is almost over, but it's not over. So what do you want to happen? What is attainable for the rest of this month? What about next month? What do you want to achieve for the month of November? What do you want to achieve for the end of 2019? Can you believe we're getting ready to start 2020, a whole new decade, right? So what do you want? Because if you're not focused on what you want and truly allowing yourself to be focused and zoned in on targeting that, then we're going to sit here and you're going to listen to me talk for 20 to 30 minutes and it's going to finish and you're going to be like, oh, that was pretty good. I don't want you to walk away and think it was pretty good. I want you to walk away feeling empowered and encouraged because of the time that you spent here with me today. So let me get my glasses back on. The other thing that I want you to do is I want you to dream big. I want you to dream big, and I want you to dream bold. If you follow me, hopefully you follow me on Facebook, because not only do I share things that are going to be encouraging that you should be sharing as far as your business is concerned, but I also share things with you that hopefully are self-encouraging and self-motivating, because you know what? Life's not always easy. Life is hard. Things come at us and it knocks us down and it punches us in the gut, and we have to be able to lift ourselves back up, or we sit in that pity party for way too long. So I want you to dream, and I want you to dream big like a second grader. Have you ever, third grader, fourth grader, you may have heard me share about this on a live just the other day, but have you ever heard like a second or third grader say that they want to be average? They want to have an average job. They want to have an average life. They just want to be, right? They just want to show up and do the best that they can be. No, what do they say? I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a president of the United States. I want to own a company. Maybe one of their parents, are a teacher. I want to be a teacher. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a mommy, so they dream big. They say big, bold things. So I want you to truly write that down. What is it that you want? What do you truly feel in your heart of hearts that you want out of this life, out of this business? I really, truly, unbelievably, without a shadow of a doubt, believe that we have the right vehicle. We have the right tools. Lavelle, the company, and Thrive, the product, we are where we're supposed to be at the right time. We haven't missed the boat. You should have, no, everything is starting right now. What about this new product that's launching? This new Sculpt product is taking us into a whole new direction again. Whenever it first started, it was only the capsules and then the shake mix. They didn't even have the DFT. So this is truly giving you that opportunity and that benefit to unbelievably kick your business off. But you got to get prepared. You got to get focused, and you got to lean into it. So you ready? Okay, let me get my glasses back. Okay, this is another little note on the dreaming big. Life doesn't always work out, just like I was talking about. But what happens is we feel like we're too vulnerable. We feel like things are getting too risky whenever we dream big, especially if we're going to share it with somebody, right? This is all for you. If you want to share it with me, I would love to help you achieve those goals. But I want you to write it down, and you can keep it hidden in that journal if you want to. But I want you to be bold, and I want you to be brave, and I want you to write down, because I don't want you to stop dreaming. I don't want you to stop hoping, and I don't want you to stop living and praying about where you're going next. Okay? I'm going to leave with you 3 scriptures right here. So if you're one that loves to do your devotion time and Bible scriptures are important to you, you're going to find these important and impactful for you. So Ephesians 3:20, Luke 18:41, and Psalms 37:4. Sorry, I try to hide. I'm in my bedroom. It doesn't always work out. So that's 3 scriptures: Ephesians 3:20, Luke 18:41, and Psalms 37:4. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get diving into some of the things that they talked about. And have you ever looked at someone and been like, oh my gosh, they've just got everything all together. They do things without any effort. Do you realize that takes a lot of work? There's a lot of people that are in those positions that are afraid. They are embarrassed, maybe they're worried about, what they've got on, or how they're going to sound, or what they're going to be, portraying to other people. So know that it really truly does take a lot of work. That stuff doesn't happen by accident. There's been a lot of mistakes probably made. There's been a lot of research put into what they're doing. And that is part of what we're going to talk about. Maybe not all today, because again, I don't want this to be so long and drawn out. But I really want you to focus on a couple of things. So I want you to think about, what's the problem? What's the problem? And sometimes when we hear that question, we turn it in internally, and we're like, oh, I'm the problem. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. No. That's not what I'm talking about. What is the problem that our product targets? What's the problem? For some of you, you're already thinking, oh my gosh, it's energy, it's weight loss. What's the problem? So write down, because the most important thing that, excuse me, the most important thing that you need to know right now is what problem our Thrive product, those 3 simple steps, what does it solve? What does it do for other people? So write that down, because this is the most important part. And I really want you to think about that, because as we hear about all the time, our product is for 18 to 98 and everything in between. Men, women, grandmas, grandpas, you know, we've even got Thrive K now. We've got skincare. So, you know, we really are able to achieve and help with so many different avenues. So I really want you to think about what market you can really fine tune on. Okay? I think that is something that we kind of get overwhelmed with, because we're trying to talk to everybody. And like, I know we've got a lot of men that are on our team, and I try to keep, you know, things to not be just about women, because I want to be relatable. I want to be, you know, and of course Jerry and Brent are the 2 people that immediately come to my mind, because they're the most active in our team. I want to be able to connect with you guys. I can't connect to you the way another man can, though, because guess what? I'm not a man, and that's okay. I like being a woman. But what I can relate to, and that's the things that I want you to think about. I want you to kind of write down a few things. You know, how are you able to relate to other people? I'm very happily married now, but at one time I was a single mom. I've been married more than once. I grew up in a broken home. I've been a real estate agent. I've been a cosmetologist. I have boys. I have a girl. I'm a dog mom. You know what I'm saying? I'm 47 years old. So I've got all of these different avenues and all of these different things that maybe y'all don't have. Maybe you're not able to relate to. We always talk about, you know, connecting someone to another person because of their story. What's your story? How are you different, and how are you going to be able to connect? So write that down. The way that we market to that particular group, that one designed person, is the way that we're able to talk about ourselves. We always say, share your Thrive life out loud. Share it in the stories on Facebook, share it on your Facebook post, share it in Instagram, share it in your stories of Instagram. Because if you don't use Instagram and Facebook for your business, your Thrive business, to connect other people, you're missing out on some free marketing, because everyone is using it for that. You know, we may get caught up scrolling through Facebook, which we don't need to do that so much. What that Facebook needs to be is building relationships. And we don't always have to think about the fact that it's from a business aspect. And if you do go in to build connections and build relationships with people, and ooh and ah over a new baby, or congratulations on a new job, if you're doing that just for the business side of it, you're definitely missing the boat, because the fact that this is a great opportunity for you to love on people, to genuinely, wholeheartedly love on people. And then in turn, they get connected with you. They feel comfortable with you. And then guess what? They're going to go, girl, why are you always in such a good mood? I'm thriving, that's why, right? So we want to have those opportunities where we're not sounding salesy, we're not connecting to people, and we're not reaching out to them in a way that makes us feel uncomfortable. What is your elevator talk, your elevator spiel, your elevator commercial? Have you ever heard that quoted? You know, you want to be able to, if someone points to, I don't have my patch up here, it's down on my ankle, and I'm not going to hold my ankle up to you, but if someone points to your DFT and they're like, what is that? What do you say? Do you say it to where it's like catchy? Or do you say it where it explains what it is without having verbal vomit all over them? Because we don't want to make it sound difficult, and we don't want it to be so catchy that they don't even know what the heck you're talking about. I really truly fine tune mine. I've always called it my happy patch. But I help people find their happy with 3 simple steps. And, and usually guess what they ask next? What are those steps? So it allows that conversation to go back and forth, because if you're like, oh my gosh, it's an all natural nutritional supplement and you take it first thing in the morning, you take your capsules, you drink some water, you wait, you've already lost them, right? So what is it that you say? If you don't know this, put a big star next to that, highlight it, come back. This is part of your homework. And there's going to be some homework, I promise, because that's the part of growing in this business. You get to choose how you're impacting others because of the fact that you are solving problems. When you hear somebody, post on Facebook, or you out and about, hey, how are you doing today? Oh my gosh, I am so exhausted. How many times do you hear that? Or how many times do you hear, oh my gosh, I love what I do. I have the best job. Or, hey, how are you doing? Oh, I feel great. How are you feeling? It isn't always received and, given and received in that manner. So how are you approaching people, excuse me, so that you're able to help them solve problems? Oh, I gotta have a water break. Okay. People pay their hard-earned money to you because you're helping them to solve a problem, right? So just remember that. You're helping to solve a problem. Some of us can relate to some things more than others, I don't have a lot of aches and discomforts, and that's not why I started Thriving. But there's a lot of people that have aches and discomforts that because of Thrive Now, they don't have that anymore. So they're able to connect and relate to other people. You have to know with complete confidence that you're improving someone's life. Do you know that? Do you feel like you're really, truly, completely helping impact someone else's life in a positive way? If not, read some of those stories in our Lavelle fan page. Those are not paid actors and actresses. They don't give them the script to write. Those are heartfelt, true words coming from other individuals about what Thrive has done for them. So do it with confidence when you share and go, I'm so sorry you're not feeling well today. I would love to share with you what I do. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a way that you're able to connect and share. People are going to buy the products or the services that they understand the fastest. Okay. Watch these infomercials, watch these different things that are on television between, your whatever show that you watch. What are they doing? They're doing things to grab your attention, and they're doing things so that they impact you in a way so you understand it. It's going to stick. Everybody knows the Geico Lizards insurance. He's always doing something crazy, but they grab your attention and they connect with you because it's simple, easy insurance, right? That's their whole spiel. So what can you do to help other people understand? Look at your post. Are you being too salesy? Are you only posting about, this discount or this offer or this half off or this whatever? Or are you truly allowing people to see in your Thrive life? Okay. I'm going to flip my page. All right, so there's internal and external problems. Most of you, that's pretty self-explanatory, right? And the things that I wrote down here that helps me is because the external problems is what your business solves. The internal problems will also solve those problems, right? That's what our product and our business and our service solves. So external problems are usually the ones that we're aware of. They're usually pretty easy to see. Internal problems are usually the ones that are kind of in the back of their mind, right? Somebody feels like crap. That's in the back of their mind, or sorry, in the front of their mind. The external, they feel bad, right? Well, the internal problem of it is that they've got digestive issues. So their stomach's all jacked up. So of course they don't feel good. So for my notes, because I want you to write down what external problems do our business solve and what internal problems do our business solve? An example that was given whenever we were at conference was the external. People are hungry. You have food, right? People are hungry. A business has food. The internal is Chick-fil-A. It's quick, it's clean, it's kind. You know, that they called it Jesus chicken. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever passed a Chick-fil-A? Some of you in the North, you may not have Chick-fil-A, so I apologize. It's good chicken, it's quality chicken, but people will wait. I mean, like ring around, you know, these businesses to just sit there and wait for that chicken, to get that chicken for their kids. So like for me, for external, clothes fit better. We're more active, we're more patient, and we solve a problem because of the fact that you can also thrive for free, right? So the internal side of it, I put weight loss, mood support, digestive support, calming aches and discomforts, and the referral program. So it's kind of a little bit of both because a lot of people want to say they can't afford something, right? So again, I want you to think about your target market, your true group, where we talked about earlier, the seasons in life that have brought us to where we are today. Those are the people that you can truly hone in on. That doesn't mean that because I'm not a grandma, grandmas aren't going to connect with me. That doesn't mean because I'm not a man, men are not going to connect with me and listen to what I have to share, what I have to offer. But I think, excuse me, mine is going to be those middle-aged mamas that are tired, you know, that maybe we get to the position to where we're overweight and kind of frumpy, and it's like, well, that's just kind of what we're going to look like. Nope, not happening. We don't have to go there. We don't have to end up and be in that position. Former athletes that struggle with weight, and people that have no energy. That's what I put down as my target market. So I want you, this is one of your homework, and we got a few more minutes. I just don't want this to be so long. So I am going to actually send some stuff over to you. So you've got something to do for me and I've got something to do for you. So I want you to really, truly get to know your personal market. I even want you to create that person. I want you to visualize. I want you to have the name for them. I want you to be able to see them. I want you to be able to describe them. I want you to be able to know exactly who it is. Whenever you do a live, you're talking to that person. You've got that name, you've got that face, you've got that entire, because that's the thing, you know, you want to talk to a person so that people are like, oh my gosh, she's talking to me. You know, that's the way that I want you to truly be able to connect. The things that I want you from the demographic, I want you to be able to know the age, the income level, marital status, children, education, etc. So again, demographic, and under that demographic level, it's age, income level, marital status, do they have children, what education, etc. The second is geographic. Where do they live? Like city or town, school, the community they live in. Do they go to church? Do they work in an office? You know, those different type of geographic that you can connect with. And then psychographic. I want you to think about their values. All of us on here today, we have different values. We have different beliefs. That doesn't make us bad people, or good people. You know, it's who we are, and it's what makes us different. So values, beliefs, thoughts, fears, motivations, behaviors, habits. Know who you are speaking to. Know who you're speaking to. All right, it's been about 20 minutes, so I'm going to keep going here. And because the next thing I want you to think about is this is truly where you're going to get the action from. I want you to write out a business plan. I can remember working at the bank, and people, you would come in, you know, they'd want to open a business. And then my bank, if they wanted a loan, they would have to come with them with a business plan. I mean, like, how much is it going to cost to spend? How much is it going to cost to receive? How much? They had to really, there was like full of files, papers that they had to go in and fill out. This that I'm getting ready to give you is going to help you dive into it and dig down into what is a business plan? What does that look like to you? So why? Why do you want to have this business? Why do you want to have this business? Why do you want to have this business? You're on here because you're in business. Whether you've got one person that's on your team, one person that's a customer, one person that's a promoter, you are a leader. So I want you to feel confident in leading because it's scary. Guys, I feel like I don't always bring what I need to bring to you guys, but at the same time, I'm doing what I know how to do, right? And I'm continuing to try to expand and build on it. So what do you want to have? Why do you want to have this business? Sorry. And then the next one is dream. No fear, no limitations. Remember, we were talking about dreaming. What is your biggest dream for this business? And I want you to think about 4 different things. In a year, where do you see yourself this time next year? 3 years? 5 years? And in a lifetime. And you know what? If you do not see yourself as a lifetime Thrive promoter, that's okay. That is absolutely okay. But what I want you to do is I want you to put down here on paper what you see. I love what I do. I love the opportunity to connect to you. I love the opportunity that I get to help people with their health and their well-being and their, wanting more. Because again, I truly feel like that's something that I'm passionate about. Not that I'm great at any of all of that, but I try. I show up, right? The vision. What is your vision for your business? This is what you're about. This is truly what is going to kind of dig down in there a little bit more so that you can really, truly, again, target, because your business is really, truly calling you, or you're passionate about what you see within your business. And your mission statement. Just about any business, it doesn't matter if it's an online business, if it's a boutique, if it's a corporation, Lavelle, we have a mission statement. What is your mission statement? It doesn't have to be something big and drawn out. Write down your mission statement. Your goals. You got to do it on paper. I know a lot of people like to do it all electronically, but there is power in the pen and power when you put it on paper. So put it on your calendar. I want you to think about what milestones you want to hit before the end of this year. We've got this amazing rank advancement bonus. What would $4,000 do for your family? What would $12,000 do for your family? Some of you are running for that 40,000 rank. What would $40,000 do for your family? Myself, I'm running for the 80,000. Why the heck wouldn't I? What do you have any idea how encouraged I am? Because it's not about me. It's not about the money. It's about the opportunities that I get to give to my family, that I get to give to my husband, that I get to give to my children, that I get to do for other people, because I love paying it forward. So write it down in the next 2 months. You got November and December, so before the end of the year, 6 months, and a year. Okay? What time is it? I just don't want it to go so long. Okay. I think I'm going to share the rest of these with you, because as she described, building a business and building your business plan, the first tier was building your foundation. So that why, dream, vision, mission statement, and goals, that's your tier 1. Tier 2 is making it yours. If you want to go ahead and write these down, tier 2 is making it yours. Tier 3 is get up and running. Who don't want to get up and run? Well, I don't like to run, but you know what I mean. Tier 4 is put yourself out there. Putting yourself out there. All right. And another thing that I want to ask you to do, because I've got so much information I want to share with you, but I don't want to do the cart before the horse. Or is that a Southern thing, or is that something you can connect with? But what I want you to do is, there's a lot of you that are watching this. No one's watching it with me right now, obviously, because of scheduling. And I want to thank you so much for being understanding, being encouraging of my family time and the importance that my husband is to me and my daughter is to me. Well, all of my family, but those are my two main units that I really truly try to focus my priority around. So I want you to do something for me. I want you to close your eyes. Just play along. I know you're by yourself, but still close your eyes. And I want you to picture someone. You know a lot of people on our team. Maybe you don't know a lot of people on our team right now, but I want you to close your eyes and I want you to think about that one person that comes to mind that you need to encourage. Think about them. Maybe you can picture what they look like. Maybe you just feel who that person is that you need to encourage. And I don't want you can open your eyes now. I don't want you to write out a person's name yet. I truly want you to feel it in your heart what you need to put on paper. Because in this business, we get rejected. We get told no. We get ignored. Everybody says something different about whenever that little bubble on Facebook Messenger pops up and no one ever responds. And then we have all those thoughts that roll through our minds. So I want you to take out another piece of paper. Maybe it's on pretty paper. Maybe it's like on a pretty little notepad. Whatever it is that you've got. But I want you to just address it for today's date, and I want you to put dear, but leave the dear blank. And I want you to put words on there to pour into someone whenever they feel rejected, whenever they feel frustrated, whenever they feel down. I want you to encourage that person. Because I'm going to have a part 2 to this video, and I want you to have that letter prepared because I'm going to ask you to give it to someone. Okay? We're right at 28 minutes. I don't want it to be longer than 30. And the other thing that I really want you guys to focus on, because I know I too can feel overwhelmed in this business. There's so many people that are there to help us, that are there to pour into us. But what ends up happening is there's all these lives happening. There's all these calls happening. There's all this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and this live and this local and this. I want you to focus 1 to 2 hours a week on personal development, growing. Maybe you read already, so that, do a lot of stuff on the side. I want you to really, truly, business development, 1 to 2 hours a week, because you've got to put it into action. And if you're taking all this time to listen to every freaking phone call and watch every live and jump on everything, you're not giving yourself any time to be able to put it into action so that you can see the product of what you're pouring into your business. So thank you again for hopping on today. I hope you have found this useful. I would like for every single one of you that watch this, I want you to send me, you can send it private message because, let's not blow this thing up. Send me a private message on one goal that you want to share with me that I can help you. And I'm going to give you 2 things in return. I'm going to give you the other tiers for this business plan, because remember there's four different parts, 4 different tiers to it. As well as when we get those rejections, I have got a top 10 one-liners on how to handle, how to respond to when you are getting, negative feedback, or you're getting rejected, or you're getting something. So send me a private message. Again, I don't want to blow this feed up. Send me a private message with 1 goal or more if you want to share that with me. Don't forget to do your homework that we talked about as we were going through, and I'm going to send you the rest of the business plan, as well as 10 things to help with objections. Thank you guys again for hopping on, and I appreciate you. Bye, friends.